Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could totally change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns, path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that might leave division rivals stumbling for years to come. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show THAT you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. The Cleveland Browns are once again at a critical crossroads, and the buzz around the league suggests that major changes could be on the horizon for the franchise. It's no secret that the last couple of seasons haven't gone according to plan, especially when it comes to the coaching situation and the quarterback position. Fans have been vocal about their frustrations, and the recent reports only intensify the speculation about what might be next for Cleveland. As we look ahead to 2026, it appears that the Browns are being considered among a handful of NFL teams that could be searching for a new head coach. And honestly, this isn't surprising given how things have played out since their last playoff appearance following the 2023 season. Back then, under the leadership of Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland made a spirited run that saw quarterback Joe Flacco stepping in and leading the team to the number 5 seed in the AFC. It was a promising sign for Browns fans, and many hoped that this was the start of something special. But of course, the postseason didn't go as planned. The Browns faced the Houston Texans in what was billed as a chance to advance further, but that game turned into a nightmare. Houston dominated, and Cleveland's playoff hopes were dashed in a hurry, sending the franchise back into familiar patterns of losing, frustration, and questions about the direction of the team. Since then, the Browns have struggled mightily, winning only 3 games last season and just 3 so far in the current campaign. It's a record that simply isn't good enough for a team with playoff aspirations. The coaching questions loom large now, especially with Stefanski's future in Cleveland hanging in the balance. After 6 seasons, his record stands at 43-53, a mark that doesn't exactly scream stability or success. Yes, there were some bright spots, like the 2 11-win seasons that earned him the NFL Coach of the Year award and playoff appearances. But the last 2 years have been rough, with a combined record of 6-23, which doesn't do much to inspire confidence among the fanbase or the front office. The big question now is whether Stefanski will be back next season. Rumors are swirling that he might be on his way out come spring, especially if the team decides to go in a different direction. And that's where the league's whispers get interesting. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN recently reported that Cleveland isn't the only team eyeing changes at head coach. Several other franchises might be looking for fresh leadership. The 2 teams with open jobs in 2026, the New York Giants and Tennessee Titans, are both said to be potential landing spots for Stefanski, should he become available. What makes this situation even more compelling is the perception among NFL executives and coaches that Stefanski could be a perfect fit for those openings, thanks to his offensive background and leadership experience. As Fowler pointed out, several executives and coaches I've spoken to believe he'd be a prime candidate for a head coaching gig elsewhere if Cleveland decides to move on after the season. That's a significant indication that the Browns' coaching carousel might be spinning faster than fans expected, and Stefanski's name is very much in the mix. It's worth mentioning that Stefanski's tenure in Cleveland has been a roller coaster. He's posted an overall record of 43-53, but that doesn't tell the full story. He's had 2 seasons where he led the team to 11 wins, earning the Coach of the Year honor twice, and those seasons saw the Browns making playoff runs. Yet recent history has been less kind. The last 2 seasons have been marred by struggles, with the team stumbling to just 6 wins over the past 2 years. The quarterback situation has been a huge part of that, especially considering the bold but controversial decision to move on from Baker Mayfield, who had led the team to the playoffs and was a fan favorite for his grit and leadership. Instead, Cleveland placed their bets on Deshaun Watson, signing him to a massive, fully guaranteed contract worth $230 million over 5 years. But things haven't panned out as hoped. Watson, who started his career promisingly in Houston, has turned into what many Browns fans now consider a colossal disappointment. The team's decision to go all in on Watson was driven by the front office, D and Jimmy Haslam, and general manager Andrew Berry, who believed that Watson's talent could be the missing piece to finally bring a Super Bowl to Cleveland. Unfortunately, Watson's performance has been inconsistent at best, and his time in Cleveland has been marred by injuries, controversies, and a lack of the on-field production needed to justify that historic contract. Meanwhile, the Browns also made a bold move in the quarterback room by releasing Flacco after a promising 4-1 finish to the 2023 season. Flacco, who stepped in during a period of uncertainty, performed well, but Cleveland decided to move on and trade him after just a month into the current season, acquiring rookie Dillon Gabriel. Gabriel has shown flashes of promise, but he's still an unproven commodity, and the team's decision to hold off on playing him until Dillon Gabriel suffered a concussion in Week 11 against the Ravens has raised some eyebrows. Fans and analysts alike have debated whether the Browns should have given Gabriel more opportunities earlier in the season, especially considering how inconsistent Watson has been. This season has exposed a lot of the issues that Cleveland fans have been vocal about for years. The team's offense has often sputtered, and the defense, despite flashes of brilliance, has struggled with consistency. The coaching staff has faced criticism for their game plans and decision-making, especially in close games. The decision to bench Shedeur Sanders, the promising rookie quarterback, until Gabriel was injured, did not sit well with many fans. It seemed like a missed opportunity to develop a young talent and give the offense some fresh energy, instead of sticking with the veteran quarterback who's been inconsistent all year. Now, looking ahead, the Browns seem to be in that familiar spot where change might be inevitable. The NFL is a league that rewards success and punishes stagnation, and Cleveland's recent struggles have put them under intense scrutiny. If the team does decide to part ways with Stefanski, it's expected that they'll be looking for a coach who can bring offensive innovation, veteran leadership, and a proven track record of winning. Given Stefanski's background and experience, it's no surprise that teams like the Giants and Titans are reportedly interested in him, should he become available. This situation is a huge talking point among Browns fans, because everyone wants to see the team finally turn the corner, build around the young talent like Dillon Gabriel, and get back to the playoffs with a real shot at Super Bowl glory. The franchise has had its ups and downs, but the passion remains as fierce as ever. Fans are hopeful that the front office will make the right call, whether that means sticking with Stefanski for one last shot or bringing in a new coach to rejuvenate the team. And let's not forget that the Browns have a rich history of resilience and fighting spirit. They've been through tough times before, and every season brings new hope. The next few months will be critical, decisions will be made, and the direction of the franchise will become clearer. What's certain is that Cleveland fans are hungry for success, and they deserve a team that fights tooth and nail every Sunday, with a coach who can inspire that kind of effort. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. As we look toward the future, the Browns are at a pivotal moment. The coaching carousel is already starting to turn, and Cleveland's name is right in the mix. Whether they decide to stick with Stefanski for one more season or make a bold move for a new leader, the fans' expectations are sky high. They want to see a team that plays with passion, that fights for every inch on the field, and that finally brings that elusive Super Bowl trophy to Cleveland. The talent is there, especially with young players like Dillon Gabriel, who could be the future of the franchise if given the right support and coaching. The front office has a lot to consider, and it's clear that the decision they make in the coming months will shape the Browns' trajectory for years to come. Fans are hopeful that the organization will prioritize stability, offensive innovation, and a clear vision for success. The NFL is a league where patience is thin, but Cleveland has shown it's capable of bouncing back from adversity. The question remains, will they give Stefanski one last chance, or will they look elsewhere to find the leader who can finally unlock the team's full potential? One thing is certain, the passion among Browns fans is stronger than ever. They believe in this team, in their young players, and in the possibility of a new era. The upcoming offseason will be packed with rumors, debates, and decisions, but rest assured, Cleveland is ready for whatever comes next. The city's pride runs deep, and no matter what, Browns fans will be there every step of the way, cheering loudly, hoping for that breakthrough season that finally puts them back on top. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news.